Okay. Wow. Call the meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Roll call.
Commissioner Phillips. Here. Commissioner Putnam.
Here.
Chair Say.
Here.
Vice Chair Hewart.
Here.
Commissioner Glass.
Here.
Commissioner Kennedy. Present. And we'll discuss it a little bit later in the commissioner business, but we do have a current vacancy. Commissioner Patterson has left her commission.
Okay. Okay. Next on the agenda is appoint new members of the Planning Commission.
Yeah, this item is just to reaffirm that we have 4 people who were reappointed to the Planning Commission. These terms are to serve 4 years, expiring June 30th, 2024. At the City Council meeting, not last night, but a month prior, they had affirmed that Commissioner Glass, Commissioner Hewart, Commissioner Say, and Commissioner Putnam were all reappointed for the 4-year term. So that was just the announcement there.
Thank you. Okay. The consent calendar.
Yeah, you have 4 items before you on consent calendar. First one is resolution number 20-06, and this is granting and approving with conditions a setback variance and coastal development permit to renovate an existing duplex at 115 Upper Terrace Road in Avalon, California. The second one is resolution number 20-07. This is granting and approving a site plan to remodel and rebuild a legally non-conforming duplex at 326C Whitley Avenue. Resolution number 20-08, granting and approving an application for a conditional use permit and coastal development permit for a restaurant, bar, cafe to allow service at 1899 to 199 Chimes Tower Road, Zangre Pueblo in Avalon. And then finally, the fourth item on consent is resolution number 20-09, granting and approving a site plan to demolish a single-story duplex with 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, and rebuild a 2-story single-family dwelling unit with 3 bedrooms and 5 baths at 337 Descanso Street, and finding the project exempt from requirements for a coastal development permit. And then the last item on consent is approval of the actions for May 22nd, 2020.
May 22nd, not May.
I'll make a motion to approve the actions of May 22nd, 2020 as presented.
I'll second.
It's May 20th.
22nd, it says here on the 22nd.
Oh, it says May 20th here.
You're correct.
It does say May 20th.
We can amend that.
Okay, so
Was the Wednesday on the 22nd or the 20th? Shall I look real quick?
On the 20th.
it's on the
Okay.
20th.
Okay, so I will amend my motion to approve the actions of May 20th, 2020.
I'll second. Call for vote.
Commissioner Phillips?
Aye.
Commissioner Putnam?
Aye.
Commissioner Say?
Aye.
Commissioner Hewart?
Aye.
Commissioner Glass?
Aye.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Aye.
Motion carries, all ayes.
And then prior to making the next motion, could staff give me an update on the difference between the Resolution 2008 and 2008 revised?
Isaac, are you there?
I am, yes. Can everyone hear me?
Yes. Did you hear the question from Commissioner Kennedy?
I did. So the Resolution 2008 revised was amended after the agenda packets were sent out to ensure we had the requisite findings for the CDP, which were missing in the original resolution, and to bolster the language regarding the CEQA exemption. So it was just an administrative change to reflect those same conditions and CEQA exemption that were in the staff report for that item.
Okay, so it was just a change in CEQA?
It was to make consistent with the staff report that came before the commission, the CEQA findings and the CDP findings, the coastal development permit findings.
Okay, thank you. With that, I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009.
I'll second it.
Call for vote?
Wait, can I, what it says on the 20th ones, it said modifications were made, they're coming back to the June meeting. We didn't have the June meeting, but what are those modifications on 6 and 7? I mean, maybe
I'm
they're
sorry,
minor.
which resolution are we referring to?
Well, in the May minutes, it says that there were some changes made.
Was that the Fine Line application?
No, that's the 6 and 7, the Upper Terrace and Whitley. So, but on those minutes,
Can you speak in the microphone?
yeah, on the minutes of May 20th, under consent calendar, it has 6 and 7, but then it said the resolutions required modifications, so both will be brought back for the June agenda, but I couldn't find any.
Yeah, the original direction was to bring it back for the June agenda. Unfortunately, due to some circumstances, we ended up canceling the June meeting, and so we can amend the minutes to reflect bringing back to the July agenda.
So, okay, but I didn't know why that note was put in there in May, saying that...
So in other words, in May, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the intent was to bring back the resolutions in the June meeting for this...
Correct. They were
these
originally there for
applications.
consent calendar for approval in May, but then we ended up having to remove them from the May agenda, and we were going to bring them back with some modifications that needed
The
to be made.
resolution with
I
modifications.
just wanted to be sure those were the only modifications.
Right. Those modifications were made.
And it's reflected in this.
That's correct.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
We have a
so,
motion on the table.
correct.
We have a second.
Correct.
Any other questions? Micah? No? Okay. Call for vote, please.
Commissioner Phillips?
Aye.
Commissioner Putnam?
Aye.
Chair Say?
Aye.
Vice Chair Hewert?
Aye.
Commissioner Glass?
Aye.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Aye.
Motion carries, all ayes.
Thank you, Michael. Okay. We already did the actions for May 22nd. So, any business from the audience? No? Okay. Any commissioner business?
I've got two quick things. On some future agenda, I would like to discuss solar and its impacts on the community. And I'd also like to discuss, and it does not have to be the same meeting, and all of this, recognizing that staff time is limited right now with the things we have going on, but I would like to have the commission review development fees and development impacts on infrastructure, just so that we can get our head around it as a commission, so that we can, do better planning.
I'll second that. Anyone else? No? Okay. I think the meeting's adjourned.
I did have a couple just quick things, if you don't mind. Just to let you know that there is currently a vacancy for one of the commissioners. The city will be soliciting applications for the position. Anybody who is interested will need to submit. We will be releasing that in the next week or two to come, and that will be to continue to serve out the remaining 2 years of that vacant term. So,
And the application will be put in the paper?
that's correct.
And then what's the deadline?
That's to be determined. We haven't come up with that yet. But we will follow back up with an email just to let everybody here know. That will need to go for another appointment by the city council and confirmed, and then once we have that. The other thing, too, that I wanted to mention is we were talking about, because there was a potential change in planning commissioners, we wanted to circle back and do another round of training. One, because we'll be having a new member potentially, someone who may not have served in this capacity before, and so it'd be a really good opportunity to bring them back and everybody else. Just to do a quick refresher, but if anybody has any ideas or topics that they would like to see trained, please email me or contact me in some form or fashion to let me know of anything that you would like to see, maybe not necessarily for the next training, but in subsequent trainings for that. So with that, that's all I've got.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael. I think that's very important. Okay. Now, meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is not fair.